Proteus here, back for the final round. Looks like I am going to miss the top 8 on breakers, but still a lot of prizes riding on this match. I believe my opponent is on some kind of Dimir deck. I am going to keep this hand. This hand looks very solid. I'm going to go turn 1 Kyrian because I'm hoping my opponent will kill it. They did in fact kill it. I think I'm going to cast a Rancor here because I don't want to get 2 for 1, and having a double Rancor in your hand is a good way to get 2 for 1. Okay. Alright, well, I'm at the mercy of my opponent. If they've got good stuff, I lose. But they better have good stuff, because I'm going to kill them on turn 5 if they do not. Opponent chooses Agony Warp. Ha! Gut shot. That's hilarious, because it's actually going to do something here. My opponent is... Let's see if this tilts my opponent. Because, 30... Let's see if this tilts my opponent. Opponent is at 8. They need that Agony Warp in order to not die. So, like, they can Agony Warp, kill the Pit Skulk. Scourge deals 0 damage. I really hope I draw something green. They're casting something for double black. Okay, well, I sacrificed the Null Sentinel. That was pretty easy. Okay. Good draw, but a bit late. I wanted to draw that before my opponent cast their Edict. But I'm just going to play it now. Interesting that they chose to kill the Vault Scourge. I thought they would leave it there. So they're, I guess, confident that my Rancor is not going to come down. But how can they... They didn't know that I drew a 2-drop. So that's not a reasonable position, I guess. Yep, okay, opponent, you can do stuff. Preordain, bottom, bottom. Not a lot of blue mana here. Angler. Okay. My opponent, I think, does not definitely have double disfigure. Oh man, I should have paid attention. Well, it looks like they're trying to bluff something. River boa. I like river boa. Uh-huh. Okay. So if my opponent has nothing, then I want to put the ranker on the Eldrazi spawn and just attack for lethal. I don't think my opponent has nothing. So I think do I just cast Riverboa and pass? So what happens if they have like Echoing Decay? If I attack with everything, and they have it, and they eat 2 of my creatures, go to 4, I have the Riverboa, but I can't really profitably attack. If I don't attack, I play the Riverboa, they just kill the Riverboa, and then they untap and do something else. What if I cast Rancor on the Eldrazi spawn and see if my opponent kills the Eldrazi spawn in response? That's not very likely, is it? Because I don't actually need to hold up regeneration for Riverboa. Because, first of all, Riverboa isn't unblockable. They don't have an island. And second of all, this is Dimir, they're gonna Echoing Decay or Disfigure it or something. So, you know what? I like this. So I'm gonna Rancor the spawn. If they kill it, then I sack the spawn for mana, play Riverboa, and well, I'll decide whether or not to attack with everything once I get there. I think this is acceptable. Huh, they didn't have it. Oh, that thank you for nothing. They really were just bluffing. Huh. Alright, alright, alright. Hmm. So, sorry, Getshot. You did your job. Get out of here. Ledgewalker. Young Wolves. What did I side out last time? I've forgotten. I sided out 1 Rancor and Vines. No, and Vault Scourge. Yeah, that makes sense. And I wasn't sure if I'd done it right because then I lost a game where I would have won if I had a Vault Scourge. So, if I had lost that game, I bet you somebody would say, look, pproteus, you played your gut shot instead of Young Wolf, and you lose because of it. I don't have anything to say to those people. I want to keep a hand with lands. Like these are good cards, but I want to put pressure on early, and so I have to mulligan that. I will keep this hand. Hope to see a land. I've made this decision often enough that I like making it even if I got burned for it earlier. And I'll get burned for it again. But I can't mulligan against Dimir. Dimir likes trading 1-for-1, and after too many 1-for-1s, I lose the game. Alright, there's my forest. Almost on time. It's going to be tough to win this game now, for sure, because I skipped my first turn. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's see if mutagenic growth pulls its weight here. Opponent will probably try to kill my Carrion Ranger, because they know that I'm so short on lands. That's why I didn't play it last turn, but that should be obvious. Alright, I'm going to get to cast a 2-drop. I have to cast it pre-combat, unfortunately, because I don't want it to die in combat, and then I lose the game. But this stuff is pretty good. This is all good. I wonder what my opponent's got. They're probably planning on playing an Alchemy this turn, if they didn't respond to any of that. Weird. Weird, weird. Maybe my opponent just has a very bad hand. Evankar's Justice. Uh-oh, I wasn't prepared for this. Not at all. Well, I'm going to cast Mutagenic Growth. This game would have played out totally differently if I had hit the forest on turn 1 instead of turn 2. Not that I'm saying I was egregiously unlucky for not hitting it on turn 1, although I will defend my choice to keep the hand. The question is, do I save a creature, or like a 2-2, or do I save a Carrion Ranger? I think I save the Carrion Ranger. There's a guarantee Ledgewalker next turn. Ledgewalker will be protected from Edict. Or I just draw land. But hey, stuff happens. At least because I had lots of cards in hand instead of only fewer because I mulliganed, I still have enough cards to deal with an Evankar's Justice and not be ridiculously behind. Okay, well, I can't beat 2 Evankar's Justice. Okay, maybe this game is out of my reach now. Angler? Yeah, I think I lose the game. Maybe if I get a Vault Scourge and I defend it, and my opponent has all lands, But they can't be all lands, because if they did, they would have tapped their Dismal Backwater instead of exiling Chainer's Edict. Maybe they're all lands and a Doomblade. Yeah, I can't actually win. Okay. On to game 3. Game 3, I will draw a forest on turn 1, and hopefully a young wolf with it. Here's a Ledgewalker, but it's a bit too late. I mean, I can cast all of my spells. No, wait, I can't. Alright. Okay, got me. Game 3. What did I think of my sideboarding here? Evankar's Justice. What's good against Evankar's Justice? Riverbow. Riverbow is good against Evankar's Justice. Yeah. Yeah, it is. But, I mean, Hunger of the Howlpack is good against Evankar's Justice. Riverbow is just not that great in this matchup. Not like it is against Izzet Delver. I think this is alright. Let's see, good hand here. Yeah, that's a good hand. So one young wolf. Just like I drew it up. And then just pressure. Trying to deal damage. I mean, maybe Rancor on the... And maybe investing the Rancor is not great, because then my opponent gets tempo out of an Edict. But I don't think my opponent wants to Edict here. I think they want to hold up an Echoing Decay or something. And I'm happy with this against Echoing Decay. So oh, there's the Echoing Decay. My problem is, how do I beat Evankar's Justice? And that's my answer. That's how I beat Evankar's Justice. So I'm going to attack with both and then Kyrian into Nest Invader. Nest Invader gives me Edict protection. I wonder if my opponent will block. They might. No, no block? Okay. Well, if they keep up Echoing Decay, then that makes things harder for me. Makes life much harder. I'm going to play around Evankar's Justice by not doing anything. Oh. I wasn't supposed to do that, was I? I'm going to cast my Rancor, and if they kill the guy in response, then I cast Elephant Guide. Oh no, they killed the guy in response, leaving up Counterspell. I think my opponent got me here. I have to go for it. I can't win. No, what am I talking about? I know they have it. They didn't have Counterspell, they had Prohibit. Okay, that makes sense. Right. Okay. Because if my opponent has Echoing Decay, Tragic Slip, and nothing else that's relevant. They just don't cast the Echoing Decay. Like, why would they don't cast the Tragic Slip? Well, actually, maybe they're worried that they won't get Tragic Slip turned on. Doomblade, okay. Opponent doesn't have a land. That's notable. And that's also notable. Because they just let me do that. Now, Avant-Garde Justice is not scary anymore. Oh man, what a turnaround. I'm going to play around Daze because it's good form, even though my opponent definitely does not have Daze. Alright, so how's my opponent going to do? Okay, got them. So that is the end of this. I'm now 5-2. So 5-2 is in theory enough to make top 8, but in practice I'm going to lose because my tiebreakers are pretty bad, I think. So, not bad. 5-2 is a good record. I made decent profit, so I'm happy. See you next time. Love to hear from you in the comments about what you would like to see from me next, and maybe I will pick up a different deck soon. Bye.